Welcome back. Now we have our reaction. We've got our hydrogen atoms which will eventually hit each other, react, and then give us our helium. Okay, so that's where we want. Now what we want is a self-sustaining reaction, a reaction that keeps happening. This will happen once because our hydrogen atoms are gone. What we want to do is bring those back so that we can have that reaction happen again, and again. So to do that, what we're going to do is create a clone. What we're going to do is we're going to create a clone of the helium, so that we don't have to create more helium sprites. We just have the same helium sprite coming back and back. Now, first things first, what we're going to do, instead of starting when I receive message 1, so we're going to start when it's clone. So we go to control and we go down to the bottom when I start as clone. Okay, we have that. Now we get rid of this message 1. Next, for the hydrogen atoms, we've told them when they receive message 1 to disappear. Fine. We want them to come back so we can keep this reaction going. We want them to come back at random intervals. So what we'll do is we will say for them to wait. We go back to control and we grab our wait, and let's give them a range of time. So let's say 1 to 5 seconds. And all we want is them to appear off screen and then come back on screen. So we'll wait a certain length of time. Then we're going to go to position, which is off the screen. Okay. Now we can use these X and Y coordinates to figure out where the edge of the screen is. So down here, the edge of the screen is somewhere north or south rather of -169. Up here it'll be about the same, and then to the left it's -240 or so. So what we'll do is we'll go for let's say a let's say 300 and -300 for the X and Y. So it's going to appear down here and then it's going to come up. Okay, and then we're going to show like so. Okay, now we don't have to change anything else because this is all happening whether this hydrogen atom or the other one is showing or not. Okay, this only happens when you can see them. So as soon as we bring them back, this all becomes relevant again. So we don't have to change this. We don't have to tell it to do anything else. We're simply telling it to hide, wait a little bit, then come back at a different position. Once it's back, this all starts up again. I can take all of this, put it into hydrogen 2, and if I wanted to, I could tell it to come from, let's say, +100 or 300 and +300 there as well. So we'll have one coming from down here, one coming from up here. Okay, we can test that. So let's click. Yep, they're bouncing around, that's fine. Don't worry about the helium. There's one, there's the other one, and they're still reacting. Okay, so that works. Now what we need to do is get our helium to come back. The reason it disappeared, then it never came back, is it starts now as a clone. We haven't told it how to make that clone yet, but we're still going to use this message, broadcast message 1. What we're going to say is when we receive message 1, start as a clone. We can't really do it here because what will happen is we'll get 1 clone, then after the second one we'll get 2 clones, then 4 clones, and so on. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to go over to the backdrop. Now the backdrop is blank, and you could, if you wanted, add using this or make your own, add in a backdrop. But we can add blocks of programming into our backdrop as well. And what I want to do over here is say that when we receive message 1, so when the backdrop receives message 1, we want to create a clone. We want to create a clone of helium. what this will do is every time message 1 is broadcast, we will get helium. And we'll get it over and over and over again. So what we should end up with now is a reaction where these two will react with each other, they will disappear, the reaction will happen, we'll have helium, then they'll reappear, and the process will begin again. So let's try this. We have our reaction, we have our helium, we need one, and the other one appears, and then we have another helium, and then another one, and another one, and then eventually what we should have another helium appear, and so on and so on. Okay, so that's the idea behind this self-sustaining reaction. Now this reaction will continue to happen as long as we let it run, and this is usually how we have hydrogen fusion reaction. This is what we're aiming for in the real world. There's a hydrogen reaction, hydrogen fusion reaction, that just keeps producing this energy. At the moment, we can produce hydrogen fusion, but it takes so much energy that we can't actually get any benefits from it. We have to pump in more energy to make the reaction happen than we can get out of the reaction at the moment, which means that it's not energy efficient. We're losing energy through this reaction. So until we can figure out how to make this reaction happen and keep it sustaining itself like it does in stars, then we won't have hydrogen fusion fuel our future. But that's not to say we can't do it, it just means we haven't done it yet. Okay, now I'm going to stop this, and we're going to leave it there. And what you can do now is you can go back and you can play about with all of this, play about with your clones, play about with the directions, how the times. Maybe you don't want them to always appear from one down here and one up here, so you can change this. Remember, you can use the pick random as well. So you can put the random ones in here and in here, so you can make it choose random positions, so it appears from random places. And check back for the final video. In the final video, we'll go over some extensions to this, some ways to make this a little bit more enticing, or a little bit more accurate, we should say. Okay, so check back the next video when you're ready, and we'll go over some extension activities.